Oke, everyone, ini belum ada yang buka kameranya. Silakan kameranya dinyalakan dulu. Kalau nggak ada yang mau nyalain kamera, ya udahlah, nggak usah belajar. Ayo guys, kameranya guys. Saya masih kosong nih. Oke, terima kasih, Aira. Terima kasih, eh Tristan, tapi nggak pakai efek ya. Oke, normal aja normal. Yes. Tristan bisa diganti, minta tolong diganti. Halo Tristan, iya gitu aja. Ganteng loh, kamu tuh ganteng banget loh. Tidak usah pakai efek ya. Oke. Okay guys, so let's just start the lesson. We have already it's 10:31, so we have we have passed 1 minute. We should have start a minute ago, but it's okay. Okay guys, so welcome back to the class, math class. Today we're going to continue the lesson about sets. And we have discussed a lot of things previously last week. And today we're going to continue that. And just a short reminder that we only have 2 sessions for this topic to cover all of the topic for this, all of the material for this topic. That's why you really need to have some notes, or if you cannot follow, I mean, like if it's too fast for me in writing down and you haven't have the time to write it down in your book, you can just like use screenshot and then rewrite it again later on your notebook. Yeah, that's going to be very, very helpful. Okay, and then as for the assignment, I'm not going to give you any assignment for today, but I'm going to give you later on Friday. Okay, but and all of the question there is going to cover all of the things, all the material that we have learned for this topic. Yeah, so make sure that you come and join the class later on Friday also to get the exercise, because that is going to be the last session for the semester 2 before we are going to have some discussion for the end semester test. Yeah, so again, next week on Tuesday and also Friday next week, we're going to focus only on in discussing a couple of reviews for all of the topics, yeah, in semester 2. Yeah, all of the topics, not just about this one, but all the topics from semester 2. Okay. Okay, so we're going to start today's lesson about sets. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys and make sure that you're being on cam, because I really need to see you whether you're there or not. Okay, here we go. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, here we go. Share screen. Okay, now I'm gonna give you a glimpse of review, a glimpse of notes that we have already learned last week, which is about, the first one is about representation of sets. And we know that we have 3 common form of on how to represent a set. The first one is statement form, the second one is roster form, and the third one is the set builder form. Okay, so we have done for this one. And then we also learned about standard set of numbers, in which actually we have learned that in semester 1 types of number. Yeah, natural number, whole number, integers, even number, odd number, real number, and so on. Okay, now we're going to go to the next one, which is again, guys, I really need you to pay attention to the topic that we're going to discuss today. Okay, the first one that we're going to discuss is cardinal number of a set. Okay, sebentar ya. Wait. Let me scroll my notes. Here we go. Yeah. So today's okay, so for today's title for the topic of set is about the cardinal number of a set. Okay, so this is going to be the first title for today's topic about set, which is the cardinal number of a set. Okay, so I'm gonna write down the definition for you guys. For the definition of this this words, this phrase, this cardinal number is actually is the number of distinct. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna highlight that distinct. Okay, distinct elements in a given set. Okay, so it's the number of distinct element in a given set. So just remember, guys, that distinct means different. So you need to make sure that all of the elements in that is on a set is all of them are different. There are no duplicates or common members or elements inside a set. Yeah. Okay. So it is denoted. It is denoted by the letter N and then put bracket and then the name of the set. So you will have different letter inside the bracket depending on the name of the set. So I'm going to write down in here, guys. So writing some note. This is going to be the name of the set. Okay, so to make it clear for you guys, I'm going to give you one example. Example given. The first one, if I have given set A. And set A, I'm going to write down in a set builder form is X, such that X is the element of natural number and X is less than 5. Okay, so this is a set builder form. Okay, so I would like you to help me now. The first thing that I would like you to do is to help me to convert this in a raster form. Okay, if you still remember, raster form. Okay, everyone, please type your answer in the chat box. Yeah, write down the raster form. This is a set builder form. This is the raster form. I would like you to write down is raster form. So how do you write, what are the elements of this set? Please write down on the chat box. Silakan. I'm gonna wait for about 30 seconds, I think. It's quite easy. You only need to write down all of the elements. Remember that raster form means that you only need to write down the elements of the set. Oke, mana belum ada yang nulis nih? Ya, raster form itu adalah tinggal tulis aja elementsnya apa aja ya. Oh, misalnya yang termasuk ke sini angka berapa? Angka 1 misalnya, tulis 1, right? And then after that you use comma to separate that with the other numbers, the other elements. Oke, saya tunggu ya. Ayo dijawab. Roster form ya guys, roster form nih. Balik lagi nih, roster form nih, mana ya? Nih roster form nih, tuh, ya kan? Tuh, cuma gini doang, nulis aja angkanya gimana. Oke, udah ada jawaban nih. Oke, I'm gonna see who answered the question. Oh, well, we have 3 of them. Okay, we have Ira, thank you very much. Kiara and also Kenny. Yes, okay. So Ira and Kiara, thank you very much. You are correct. Kenny, you are correct too, but you just forgot to write down the name of the set. Ya, tapi benar ya, the elements are there. Okay, 3 orang aja cukup, no problem. Okay, so that will be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, just notice that. Yes, Darren. Yes, it's kamu juga bentar ya. So notice that this is like natural number. Just remember that we have already learned about the types of numbers, right? And when we talk about natural numbers, means that it will start from the number 1, right? This one. You start from number 1. And then it said that natural number, but it is less than 5. Less than 5 means we are going to start from 1 until 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Okay, now the cardinal number for this one, the cardinal number, right? The cardinal number is going to be denoted by N and then in a bracket A. Why is it A? Because the name of the set is set A, right? So that letter inside that bracket will be different if the name of the set is not A. Okay, so but now we're going to focus only on this one for this example. So this is just equals to 4. Why is it 4? Because we have 4 elements, 4 distinct elements. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Yeah, we only need to count. We only need to count how many elements, how many distinct elements in that set. Okay, quite easy, right? Okay, I'm gonna give you one more example. The next one. Okay, the next example is going to be, wait, let me close this first. Okay, next example. Sorry, I guess I'm a little bit not feeling good, but it's okay. Okay, so given a set, let's say the name of the set this time is not A, it's going to be B, and that will be the set of letters in the word algebra. Okay, so this is in a statement form, guys. Just a statement. Okay. Now, I would like to help me again write this down in roster form. Okay. Okay, please write down in the chat box. How can we write this set B ya, in roster form? Okay, I'm gonna wait for you for 1 minute. Silakan. Ini algebra ya, ini algebra. Saya tulis ulang deh, soalnya kayaknya tulisannya kurang pas. Okay, here we go. The word algebra. Okay, here we go. This is the set in the statement form. I would like to again write down what do you call it, the roster form of set B, for example. Okay, saya tunggu 1 menit ya. I'm very thirsty, guys. I'm gonna get my water first ya. Oke, baru 1 orang nih. Bentar, tidak. Oke, Aira, yes. Oke, terima kasih Aira. Oke, silakan yang lain ditulis guys. Oke, Kiara, yes. Oke. We have different answer here. Yes. Interesting. Okay, let's see which one is correct. Oke, baru 2. Silakan yang lain. Cynthia mungkin, Kenny, silakan Lisa. Oke. Oke. Satu lagi. Yeah. One more students. Saya tunggu 1 lagi. Ini baru ada 3. I'm gonna write down for you guys the one that I have from the chat box, yeah, and then we will discuss which one is the most correct one, yeah, the most correct one. Okay. Again, yes, okay. I have 4 answer here. Okay, I'm gonna write down your answer, yeah, your answer, and Lukman also. Okay, kita tulis ya. I'm gonna write down the answer for you for your answer, yeah. This is your answer. The first one is B equals to A L G E B R A. This is the first option. I'm gonna write down A. Option B is B equals to A L G E B R. Okay. Option C. B equals to A B E G L R. Okay. Next one. And then B equals to A L G E. Okay. And then another one. The last one is B. Actually the same thing. Yeah. The last one is the same with this one. Yeah. So I'm not gonna write it down. Okay. Now let's discuss, guys. So which one is the most correct one? Yeah. It doesn't mean that it's It's incorrect. Maybe it's just like it's correct, but it's not perfect. Yeah. Okay, so again, guys, when we're talking about set, the elements needs to be, I'm gonna write down the letter this, right? Distinct, right? Remember what distinct is? Distinct means different. So when you have the same elements, you don't have to write it down more than once. Just write it once. Okay, so let's see answer A. Okay, answer A, we use ALGEBRA. Okay, all of them here, yes, it is actually correct, but there is a problem. The question is, are the elements, all of them are distinct? Ya atau tidak? Kayaknya ada yang sama ya nggak sih? Right? So these two are the same, right? So again guys, you don't need to write that twice. Okay? So option A bukan berarti salah ya, itu benar tapi kurang sempurna gitu ya. Okay. The next one. Okay, this one is actually yes. You don't write down the A again, right? You don't write the A again. Actually, that is correct, but if they are using the capital letter, yeah, most of the time you will use the capital letter also. But actually, this is correct. Yeah. If I'm checking this, I'm going to say this is correct. Yeah. Okay. And the next one, this one here, actually, it is what do you call it? You sort it out, right? From the first letter, which is A, B, C, D, E, right? So actually, this is also correct. But again, we have a problem because these two elements are the same. They're not distinct. So which means that we only need to write down A once. Ya, jadi ini cuma sekali aja A-nya, nggak perlu dua kali. Ya. Okay, option D, ALGE. So for this one, you don't have the B, right? So you haven't include the B and then you haven't include the R. So this one is, kurang sempurna juga, ya. Okay, so the one that is correct for this one, the most correct one, bukan berarti yang salah ya, tapi yang paling benar adalah yang ini. Ya. Okay, and then you can also use a capital letter, ya. But just remember that it needs to be distinct. Okay, so if we are using this one, what is the cardinal number of set B? Okay, I'm gonna write down using, okay, so the cardinal number. Oke, saya mau ke Cynthia deh. Cynthia, halo. Oke, Cynthia. Iya. So, what is the cardinal number? Berarti yang ini ya, yang benar ya. Jadi cardinal nomornya berapa? 6. Yes, very easy, right? Gampang kan? Cuma ngitung doang 6. Nah, be careful guys, because if you choose this as the roster form, you will get NA equals to 7, ya kan? Nah, padahal harusnya 6 gitu. Again, you must pay attention to this word, ya. The elements in the what we call it, in the set that you need to write in roster form, it needs to be in, it needs to be distinct, all of them. Needs to be distinct. If you have the same element, just write down once. The other one, just like erase it or just cancel it out. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So this is the first one. The next one. This is saying ini, and then the next one is, okay, we're done with the cardinal number. Yeah, it's quite easy. Just make sure that you name this the one inside the bracket is the name of the set that we're talking about, because we're talking about set B. Ya udah B aja, ya. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, so we're done with the cardinal number of set. Is there any question before we continue? Ngerti semua ya? Okay. Okay. Lanjut. Let's go to the next one. The next one is pair of set. Pair of set. Pair. Pair of sets. Okay. So we're going to pair a set. So most of the time, guys, we're not going to talk about just one set in one question. Normally, we're going to talk multiple of them, like 2 sets or 3 sets or more than that. Okay, but since we're still in junior high, so we're going to talk about only 2 or 3 sets. Yeah, if we're talking about pair of set. Okay, so the first one, when we're talking about pair of set, there will be some condition that will happen. Right. The first one that we're going to talk about is disjoint set. Okay, we call it disjoint set. Disjoint, you know what disjoint is? Disjoint itu bahasa Indonesia adalah terlepas, ya, terlepas, nggak join kan bergabung gitu ya. Kalau disjoint berarti dia lepas gitu ya. Oke, disjoint set itu maksudnya bahasa Indonesia apa namanya, set himpunan yang saling lepas, seperti lepas. Ya. Okay, so the definition, I'm gonna write down the definition for you guys. So the definition of disjoint set is that two sets, bukan two sets violin ya, kalau kalian subscribe. Two sets A and B, for example, yeah, it can be B and C, any name set. So I'm gonna just give you an example, A and B, for example. So two sets A and B are disjoint, right? If they do not have any common element. Okay, so if you see two sets and then all of the elements are different from set A and set B, they don't have any common element, then we can say that these two sets are disjoint set. Okay, so I'm going to give you the example. Okay, example given. For example, okay, I'm going to go straight to the roster from here to make it easy for you guys. So for example, I have two sets. The first set will be the elements of the sets are going to be 2, 3, 5, 7. Okay, and then I'm going to also have set B. Set B. Okay, tadi pakai hijau ya. Oke, boleh. Set B is equals to, let's say it's 12, 13, 14. Okay, now if I want to, for example, these are two pairs of sets, right? So for example, these are two pairs of sets. Pairs of set. Yeah, for example. And if I want to know what's the connection between these two, they are disjoint. Why? Because we don't see any elements that are the same from A and B, right? A is 2, 3, 5, 7. B is 12, 13, and 14. They don't have any common element. Okay, so I'm gonna write down the conclusion for this two sets. So since set A and set B does not have any common element, then they are disjoint sets. Okay. Again, you don't have any common the common element of set A and set B, so which means that they're going to be disjoint. Ya, jadi mereka nggak akan bertemu gitu, karena ya beda. Gitu ya. Okay. Okay, this is the example for disjoint set. Okay, the example given. Okay, the first one is disjoint set. The second one is the overlapping set. Tadi yang pertama ini ya guys. I'm gonna write down 1 here. Now I'm gonna write down 2 here. So the second one is going to be what we call the overlapping set. Okay, we're still talking about pairs of set, yeah. So it means that we will have at least two sets, yeah. Okay. Again, I'm gonna write down the what do you call it, the definition. Two sets A and B, two sets A and B are overlapping if they have at least one common element. Okay, so previously disjoint set means that For example, we have two sets, set A and set B, and then set A and set B doesn't have any common elements. We call them disjoint because they cannot join because they don't have any similarities, not similarity. Ya, pokoknya ada yang sama. So for overlapping set, if we have like at least one element that are the same or common, means that they are going to be overlapping. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example. So example, what color is it? It's green. Example given. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit busy today. Wait, kok jadi kecil. Example given. Okay, given set A, for example, is 2, 3, 5, 7. And then this time set B is going to be different. Okay, set B is equals to 5, 7, 9, 11. Okay, now if you want to find out the connection between these pair of sets, right? They're going to be overlapping. Why? Because they have common element, right? At least one, yeah. And here we have two common element, right? The 5 and 7 is on set A, set 5 and 7 also in set B. So because they have the same elements, right? At least one, the same element, then we can conclude that these two sets is overlapping. Yeah. So I'm gonna write that here. Since since set A and set B has two at least, yeah, has the same has elements that are common, which is in this case is the 7 and the 5 and the 7. Yeah? Okay, then set A and set B are overlapping. Okay. Okay, so I would like you to really get the concept of this, because later on next session, which is going to be on Friday, we're going to talk about Venn diagram, and Venn diagram has this concept. Yeah, so we're going to use a lot of these concepts to make Venn diagrams or to read Venn diagram. Okay. Okay, so there you go. We have overlapping set. Okay, before I continue, is there any question? Cukup bisa mengikuti ya, guys, because it's quite easy. Okay, let's go to the next one. If you don't have any question, let's go to the next one. The next one is subset, ya, subset. Ini masih pair of set ya. The next one is, this is number 1 is disjoint set. The number 2 is overlapping set. Now we go to number 3 is going to be subset. Number 3 is going to be subset. Yeah, subset. Okay, now definition. If set A and set B where every element at the S element in set A is also element in set B, then A is called a subset of set B. Okay, so maybe you're a little bit confused of the words, but later on, if I give you an example, I think you'll get the point. Okay, and then it is denoted by the symbol. Yeah, the symbol will be like this, guys. The symbol is quite similar with the letter C, but it's not a C. Actually, it's like U, but you lay it down. Yeah, like this. Yeah, yeah. This is, ini kita bacanya adalah subset. Okay, I'm gonna give you one example. example given. Okay. For example, given set A, for example, is the elements are 1, 2, 3. And then set B, the elements are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now you can see that from this question, yeah, for example, this is just one question. In this one question and one problems, that we have these two sets, A and B, right? And then you can see that all of the elements from site A, all of them is in site B, in set B, right? All of them ya. Jangan ada yang ketinggalan satupun. Misalnya cuma 1, 2. Misalnya di sini ada 1 dan 2 doang. 3-nya nggak ada di B. Berarti bukan subset. Ya, harus seluruhnya, all of them, ya. So since, yeah, so since all elements in A, in set A, yeah, in set A, sorry, in set A, in set A is in set B, then set A is subset of set B. Okay, you just make sure that all of them, all of the elements are in the other set. Yeah, all of them. Yeah, and then we can write down as a notation. So that will be A subset of B. Yeah, it is as simple as that. Ini masih gampang ya. Gitu. Okay, next one. Next one, number 3 ya. Sekarang next one is number 4. Okay, any question before we continue? Udah 30 menit, lumayan. Kita sejam aja ya guys, maksimal sejam. Ya. Okay, so let's go to the next one. The next one is what we call universal set. Yeah, universal. Yes, you heard that right. Universal. Universal means the whole thing, right? Okay, so I'm gonna write down number 4 in here. Number 4 is going to be universal set. Okay. So an easiest way to how to what do you call it, to know it is just like the universal set, all of them, right? So for example, I'm gonna write down the definition first for you guys. The definition is a set. Remember that in one question there should only be one universal set, ya. Nggak bisa banyak, cuma satu di satu soal. Okay, so a set which contains all elements of other given set. Okay, so you basically just going to be combining all of them in one question. So you don't mix up with the next question because maybe one question to the other have different sets. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then the symbol, right, or the notation, denoted by the letter U, capital U ya, capital U. Harus pakai huruf kapital. Okay. Now I'm gonna give you the example. For example, guys, I have 3 sets: set A, set B, and set C. Okay, set A is going to be 1, 2, 3. Set B is going to be 3, 4, 5, 6. Set C is going to be 2, 3, 5, and 7. Okay, here we go. So if I want to know the universal set of this question, for example, in one question we have 3 sets, and then I would like to construct the universal set. What's the universal set? Okay, so again, guys, you only need to combine them. Okay, I'm gonna write down for you guys the answer. So the U, okay, mana nih merah nih, merah. Okay, the U is going to be equals to combining all of them. 1, 2, 3, right? And then this guy, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this guy, 2, 3, 5, 7. Oke. Gimana guys? Ada yang mau protes nggak? Nggak ada yang mau protes. Ayo, lihat lagi. Ada yang mau protes nggak? Itu saya benar kayak universal set begitu. What do you think guys? Nah, Aira gimana Aira? I think you say no.
Duanya ada 2, Pak.
Nah, duanya doang.
3 juga.
Juga. Ada banyak yang sama ya. Oke. So saya mau mancing aja gitu kan. Ada yang nyadar nggak gitu. Oke guys. So again guys, like I said before ya, again and again guys, the set needs to be distinct, right? It needs to be different. Here we have a lot of elements that are the same, like this guy with this guy, this guy with this guy with this guy, right? So you don't have to write them down twice. So I'm gonna erase all of them first, okay? If you want to, we can start from the smallest number, which is 1, right? 1 and then 2 and then 3, right? And then 1 and then 2 and then 3. We basically just write it down set A, all of the elements in set A. And then we go to set B. The elements are 3, 4, 5, and 6. We don't have to write down the 3 again because we already have write them. So you don't have to write the 3 again because we already have 3. So we're going to start from 4, right? So right, gonna be 4, 5, and 6. Okay, the next one for set C, again, we need to include all of them. 2, you don't have to write it down again because you have 2 here. 3 also the same, and then 5 also the same. The one that we haven't write down is the 7. So we'll write down 7 over here. And we're done. Okay. Okay, guys, just make sure that you write down all of the elements, but remember that if you have more than, if you have the same elements, you only need to write them down once. Good, yeah? Quite easy, right? Okay. Okay, guys, is there any question again for this pairs of set? Itu siapa namanya titik? Sebentar. Oke. Halo, yang namanya titik doang. Halo, yang namanya titik doang. Siapa ya? Halo, titik. Saya tunggu sampai 5 ya. 5. Satunya belum. Oh, dia keluar. Entah siapa itu. Kenapa namanya hanya titik? Ya sudahlah. Okay, guys. So these are the things about these are the things about pairs of set. Yeah, actually we have more than that, but we're going to talk only 4. Yeah, the first one is disjoint set. The second one is overlapping set. The next one is subset, and the last one is universal set. Actually, we have a lot of them, but I'm going to focus. Would like you only to focus on this 4 first. Yeah, kita belum ke yang lain, tapi paling enggak 4 dulu. Okay. Okay, if you don't have any question, we can go to the next one, which is tadi pairs of set ya. Sekarang operation of set. Ya, jadi ini judul baru. Tadi kan pairs of set, sekarang operation of set. Operation of sets. Okay, so we're talking about operation in mathematics, right? We have like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, right? So we have that what we call the arithmetic operation. In here, sets also have an operation. Yeah, we have operation of set. Okay, so if I write down the definition of operation of set, I would say that when two or more sets, yeah. So when you want to use operation, most of the time you will use at least 2, yeah, at least 2 elements, at least 2 sets in here. 2 or more sets combine together, yeah, together and ever, yeah. Lebih siapa ya? Oke, together. together to form one set under the given condition. When two or more sets combine together to form one set under the given condition, then operation of sets are carried out. Okay. So again, the condition that we're going to talk about is after this. Yeah? Okay. So there are a couple of, there are actually a lot of operation that we can do in set, but today we're going to focus only 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I think it's only 2. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. Only 3. Yeah, for today. Yeah, for today. Next, we're going to talk more. So for today, we're going to talk about 3 operation. Okay. The operations are the operations are, the first one is what we call the union. Yeah, union of sets. Yeah, okay. So unions means combine, yeah, bergabung, yeah. So if I write down the definition, it's actually just like the combining all of the, just combining, yeah, combining all elements, sorry guys, all elements from the sets, yeah, that are big as, okay. And then it is denoted by this symbol. The symbol is like letter U, but it doesn't have any tail, ya. Kalau U kan begini ada tailnya gitu ya. Tapi ini nggak ada tailnya, kayak U aja gitu ya. Tapi bentuknya udah begini guys. Nah, gitu ya. We read this as union. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna give you one example. Okay, example given. Kenapa ya jadi cuma? Okay, example given. Okay, the first example is, let's say I have set A. The elements are 1, 2, 3, 4. And then set B, the elements are 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then element C, for example, is 5, 7, 11, 13. Okay, so when we're talking about in one question, in this one specific question, we want to know the union. You need to write down which sets do you want to unite, right? Okay, so for example, I have a question. The first question will be the first question from this sets, pairs of sets. The first one is, okay, the first one is going to be A union B. Okay, again, guys, basically you only need to combine which one that you need to combine, the A and B, right? The A and B, because the one that is being asked is just A and B, right? A union B. So you just combine all of them, right? So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of these from set A, and then from set B, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, we don't need to write down 3 and 4 because it has already been written in here. Yeah. So that will be just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's it, right? This is A union B. Okay. So the next one, the next question that I'm going to put it here, question B, is going to be what's wrong with this? It's not difficult. Okay, question B will be A union C. Okay, A union C. So A union C is just focusing on set A and set C. Combine them all together. But again, make sure that all of the elements are distinct. Yeah? So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them from set A, and then 5, 7, 11, and 13 from set C. And again, guys, you need to make sure that all of them are distinct, right? And yes, we have all of the members are different, so it means that they are distinct. Okay, last question for this question is A union B union C. Okay, how about this one? So you only need to combine A, B, and C, combine all of them together. So basically, because we only have 3 sets in here, so this is actually, will this be the same as the universal set? Yeah. Because we're combining all of the sets in this question. Yeah, in this question. Yeah, okay, so I can write down the elements of all of the of all of the sets. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6, and then 7, 11, and 13. Okay, simple as that, guys. Okay, again, the union set, just combining all the elements. Just make sure that all of them needs to be distinct. Yeah. Okay, any question, guys, before I continue? Gaya masih gampang. Ini tuh pelajarannya salah satu yang termudah ya, guys. One of the easiest topic of math, ya, sets. Okay, next one is going to be the intersection, ya. Masih ada 2 lagi ya, guys. Habis itu kita selesai. Okay, number 2 is, ya kok warnanya merah, harusnya hijau. First green, here we go. Number 2 is the intersection of set. Intersection of set. Intersection of sets. Okay, intersection. So previously we're combining all the elements, all of them, but this one you're combining only the common element. Yeah, only the common element. Okay, so I'm gonna write down here. So combining all common, yeah, common elements atau column atau elements. So it can be one, yeah, at least one. If you have at least one, like means that it's going to be overlapping. The overlapping set is actually have an intersection, right? That's why we call it intersection. So the notation is denoted by this. Kalau tadi kan kayak U gitu ya, ini dibalik aja ke bawah gitu ya. Kalau tadi begini, yang ini begini gitu ya. Jangan sampai salah baca ya guys. Nah ini dibacanya adalah intersection of set. Okay, now I'm gonna use the same example. I mean, I'm going to use the same sets that we have from the first question. So I'm going to copy paste this. Okay, copy. Okay, I'm going to go to here. Okay, here we go. So this is the example. Example given. Ini kenapa ya? Kok balik-balik mulu nih? What's wrong with this? Okay. Example given. Okay. Now, again, the first example, the first question will be A intersection B. Tadi guys, ini kayaknya error deh. Saya harus restart dulu. Let me restart that. Oke. Kok ini? Oh, salah. Ini kelas sebelah. Istanbul. Okay. Okay, here we go. So let's go to the first question. Question A. Find A intersection B. Okay. A intersection B. So the thing that you need to only to see is the common, right? The common element from set A and set B. So I will get the same elements, which are the 3 and 4, right? Only those two. So which means that the element in A intersection B is only 3 and 4. That's it. That's it. Very easy, right? Tinggal lihat mana yang sama, ya udah itu, right? Okay, next question, B. B intersection C. The same thing, right? So we only need to see, we only need to focus on set B and set C, and then see what elements there. Is there any common elements there? Yes, we have, which is this one, right? That is the only element that are the same from B and C. So which means that it's going to be just the 5. Okay, now another example. A intersection C. Okay, how about this one, guys? Kalau ini gimana? Okay. Gerardus mana Gerardus? Kok Gerardus hilang? Nah, itu dia. Kamu kenapa off cam? Ada apa? What's wrong? Biasanya kamu paling aktif. Ayo, Jeradis.
Kali ini soalnya pelajarannya bingung, Pak.
Kok bingung sih? Ini paling gampang loh materinya.
Paling susah menurutku, Pak.
Masa? Ya udah, nih ya. Pokoknya gampangnya gini, kalau kita ngomongin intersection, berarti kita cuma nyari elemen yang sama dari set-set itu gitu ya. Ini kan setnya A sama C kan. Kita cari ada nggak sih yang sama dari A sama C? Silakan. Saya mau ke Tristan dulu. Tristan.
Jadi gimana, Pak? Dari yang sama
Dari A sama C ya. Kan A itu 1 2 3 4, C itu 5 7 11 13. Pertanyaannya, ada nggak elemen yang sama di situ di antara A dan C?
A 1 2 3 4.
Nah,
C 5 6 7 8 9.
5 7 11 13 itu kamu lihat di layar dulu, di layar kelihatan
Oh
tidak?
iya ya. 5 7 11 13.
Nah, dari A dan C itu ada nggak elemen yang sama?
Elemen jadi misalnya kayak berapa nih? Ada 7.
Iya, ada nggak 7? Kalau di C ada 7, di A ada nggak 7?
Enggak. Jadi
Ada.
kalau misalnya tapi 4 ditambah 4 misalnya jadi berapa gitu, Pak?
Kok
Ada
jadi
di
4
C.
ditambah 4? Jangan ditambahin.
Oh, oke.
Oke, balik lagi pertanyaannya ya. Ada nggak elemen yang sama antara himpunan A dan himpunan C? Ada nggak yang sama?
Satu di A itu 1 11, 1 sama C di 11.
Bukan, 1 ya
Gimana sih,
1.
Pak? Jujur aku paling nggak ngerti.
1 ya 1, 11 ya 11. 1 sama 11 sama nggak?
Enggak.
Ya enggak. Berarti nggak sama.
Berarti nggak ada yang sama ya, Pak?
Berarti nggak ada yang sama, betul sekali. Itu maksud saya. Ya, nggak ada yang sama ya. Okay, so guys, if you see that elements doesn't have any same element or common elements, right? So you can write down just the curly bracket. Udah begini aja gitu. Atau ya, or you can also write it down like this. Nah, gitu. Ini kita bacanya himpunan kosong ya, atau empty set. I'm gonna write down here. This is read as empty set. Empty set. Kosong ya. Ingat ya, in mathematics, zero and empty are different. Ya, jadi gini guys, di matematika itu 0 sama kosong itu beda. 0 itu ada nilainya, 0 gitu. Kalau kosong nggak ada nilainya gitu ya. The same thing here. If I add 0 in here, right? You put something in here, right? 0. Ada tuh, oh iya ada tuh 0 gitu ya. Tapi ini nggak ada. Kalau nggak ada itu ya empty gitu. Ya, oke. Jadi be very careful in mathematics, it's a little bit different ya. Zero and empty is different. That's why kalau saya nyebutin nomor handphone berapa, saya nggak sebutin 0812 enggak. Tapi 0812. Kalau kosong, saya bilang, nomor handphone kamu berapa? 0812. Begini dong nulisnya. Kan kosong depannya. Kalau saya bilang 0 ada angkanya. Oh, 0812. Gitu ya. Jadi
Tapi kalau di Indo semua orang kebiasaan ngomongnya pasti 08.
Iya, itu dia. Itu
atau plus 62, Pak.
Ya, misalnya nomor saya begini belakangnya 95 ini. Bacanya apa ini?
9502.
Kosong. Kalau kosong begini dong. Kosong. Kosong. Apa yang dipencet? Nggak ada, kosong. Bukan 0 gitu ya. Jadi zero and empty are different ya guys. 0 dan kosong itu dua hal yang berbeda, tidak sama. Oke? In mathematics especially ya. Tapi kalau itu ya udahlah gitu kan. Orang ngerti, tapi sebenarnya itu salah. Ya, oke. There you go. Again, I will have one more question for this one. Question A. That will be A intersection B and then intersection C. Okay, so in here, guys, you also did the same exact thing. You make sure that if you have the same element from all of these three sets, but you can see that there is no elements that are the same from these three. Ya, oke lah, misalnya A sama B ada 3 sama 4 gitu kan, tapi kan di C nggak ada 3 sama 4, ya nggak bisa. Gitu kan. Oke lah, di B sama C ada sama-sama ada 5, oke di B, tapi kan di A nggak ada gitu ya. Ya kan? So which means that A intersection B is intersection C is also empty set. Ya, karena nggak ada yang sama gitu antara elemen A, elemen B sama elemen C, nggak ada yang sama. apa namanya, nggak ada yang sama gitu. Jadi ya udah selesai, anti-set. Ya. Okay, so this is what we call intersection of set. Okay. Okay, the last one, terakhir guys. Okay, the last one is difference of set. Ya, difference. Atau difference, saya ngomongnya difference, saya ngomongnya subtracting aja lah. Kayaknya lebih tepat subtract ya. Subtraction ya, elements subtraction. Elements. Set subtraction. Ya. Oke. Subtraction. Subtraction tahu kan? Dikurang gitu ya. Okay. So the notation is just minus gitu kan? Tanda minus aja, dikurang, misalnya 1 dikurang 2, 3 dikurang 5 misalnya gitu kan, pakai tanda negatif gitu ya. So this is the symbol. Okay. So again I'm gonna give you another example. First, let's say example given. Ini kenapa lagi begini melulu? Example given. Okay, let's say I have set A and the elements are 1, 2, and 3. And then set B, and then I have elements, the elements are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I have set C, that will be -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. Okay, now the first question from this pairs, the V sets, is the first question is going to be B minus A. Okay, so when we have subtraction here, so we only need to focus on the elements, guys. We only need to focus on the elements. So what does B minus A? It means that you write down all of set B, all of the elements set B, but you erase, but you get rid of the same element with set A, right? So the first thing that you need to do is to find the same element or the common element from set A and B. So the common elements are these three, right? Ini kan sama semua kan? Ya enggak? Di A ada 1, 2, 3, di B juga ada 1, 2, 3. Yang sama dulu, teman-teman. And then you rewrite the B ya, karena ini B dikurang E, berarti kamu tulisnya yang B-nya, ini yang ditulis. Ya, jadi yang tulis adalah yang di depan. Ya, set yang di depan. Ya. So that will be 0, 4, and 5. Yeah. You don't need to write down this one because it has been subtracted by the A. Gitu ya. Simpelnya gitu guys. Okay. Another example. Example B. Example B is C minus A. Okay. Again, the first thing that we need to do is to find common elements. Aduh, sebentar guys. Error lagi. Common elements from set C and set A ya, karena kita ngomongin di sini set C sama A ya, fokusnya ke C sama A aja, B-nya nggak usah digubris ya, dimin aja. Okay, so we need to find the same element, the same atau the common element from set A and set C. So set A and C has common elements of 1 and 2, right? There you go. Okay, so the set that you are going to write down is set C ya, ingat ya, set yang di depan yang ditulis ulang, tapi tanpa yang sama itu, gitu ya. So basically you are going to write all of these, but without these two, karena itu sama, udah diambil sama si A, ya, okay. So I'm gonna write down here for you guys the answer. That will be -3, -2, -1, and 0. That's it. Yang ini jangan ditulis, karena udah diambil sama si A, nih, ya, oke. Ya, nah, selesai. Okay, now another example is question C is B minus C. Okay, again, ya saya ulang ya. The first thing that you need to do is to find elements that are the same from B and C, because this is B minus C ya. So B and C, the one that are the same, the elements are the same is 0, 1, and 2. 0, 1, and 2. Right? And then you rewrite the set B ya, yang ditulis yang di depan ya, tulis ulang di depan. Set B, but without the element that are the same. So which means that this is going to be 3, 4, and 5. Ini kan yang ini, ya kan? Karena 0, 1, 2-nya udah diambil sama si C. Okay. Okay, now I would like you to write this down on the chat box. Write down the answer of this question. C minus B. Silakan. Tiganya itu yang mana? Oke, Cynthia kita belum A minus C ya. Kita adanya C minus A. Ya, nanti saya jelasin Cynthia. Yes, ini dulu ya. Oke. C minus B, silakan. Oke, dicoba dulu ya. Yes, terima kasih Cynthia. That's a good question actually, Cynthia. Yes, I'm gonna answer that later ya after this. Okay, I would like you to answer this question first. C minus B. What are the elements of C minus B? Ya, apa aja? Kamu tinggal tulis ke like curly bracket and then the elements and then close curly bracket. Silakan. I have given you the examples. Silakan. Oke, baru Darren, sip. Baru satu orang. Oke, bagus. Kenny juga, good. Very good. Darren betul. Kenny betul. Kiara betul. Oke, good. Lanjut. Ayo guys, it's quite easy, right? Oke, Aira betul. Yes, mantap. Oke. Aurel. Aurel hampir. Ada satu yang kelewat, kelebihan. Nah, Aurel. Oke, Halim, yes. Betul sekali, yes. Oke. Tristan, gimana Tristan? Dicoba. Dicoba.
Kalau minus masih nggak ngerti, Pak.
Kan cuma tinggal diambil aja. Diambil. Nah, Aurel betul ya. Oke, koreksinya betul.
Jadi ambil gimana sih, Pak? Jujur
Diambil. Nih misalnya saya punya ini. Ya kan? Terus saya punya ini. Terus misalnya diambil ini doang. Ya udah berarti ini aja yang ditulis gitu.
Hah?
Ya, oke. Oke, saya jelasin ulang ya. Oke, ini yang udah benar ya. Thank you very much ya. Ada banyak nih Mbak sudah menjawab. Ya, ada Darren, ada Kenny, Kiara, Aira, Aurel, oke, Halim ya. Oke, thank you very much. I see you. Brian kurang tepat ya. Itu yang sama Brian. Nah, betul. Itu yang samanya. Yang itu justru yang jangan ditulis Brian. Oke? Nah, sip. Oke. I'm gonna explain to you guys again, guys. So the first thing that we need to do is to find the same element from B and C ya, because we're talking about B and C. Oops, sorry. We're talking about set B and set C ya. Set C atau B sama aja. Ya. The first thing that we need to do is that, okay, the same element. Udah nih kita dapat nih same elemennya kan ini kan, ya kan? Ya kan? Dari B sama C yang sama itu 0, 1 dan 2, ya kan? Nah, tinggal apa? Tinggal tulis ya elemen dari C ya. Kenapa C? Karena C yang sedang dikurangi sama si B. Ya. Yang si C yang ditulis ya, jangan si B, si C-nya yang di depan nih. Yang ini yang ditulis nih, yang ini nih. Ya, tulis ulang semua elemennya kecuali yang tadi yang sama kan ini kan 012 kan, ini jangan ditulis gitu. Ya kan, berarti kan tinggal ini doang kan. Nah, kita ngomongnya C nih, karena C yang ditulis ya. Jadi -3, -2 and -1. Gitu. Ya. Caranya is very easy. Oke, lagi ya. Oke, saya mau jawab pertanyaan Cynthia. Tadi Cynthia pertanyaannya bagus banget. Bentar guys. Ini kok lemot banget. What happened? Ayah naon. -3, -2 and -1. Oke. Tadi Cynthia bilang begini. Nanyanya gini. Ini pertanyaannya bagus banget. Pak, itu yang C minus E, ya kan? C minus E. Kan tadi yang sama itu kan 1 dan 2, ya kan? Terus 3-nya kemana Pak? Padahal kan 3 kan ada di E gitu ya. Nah, ya. Saya mau balik lagi ke soal B ya guys. Yang ini. Oke. Oke. Tadi kan ini kita apa namanya? Pertama tadi kan kita cari dulu di elemen yang sama dari C dan A ya. So, element of C and A that are the same is these two, right? Gitu kan? Terus kan jawabannya jadi cuma ini doang kan? Ya enggak. Terus pertanyaannya, Pak, ini 3-nya kemana gitu? Pertanyaannya bagus. 3-nya enggak ngaruh. Kenapa? Saya mau nulis angka berapapun di sini, selama itu enggak ada di C, misalnya di sini saya tulis misalnya 11, 13, 15 gitu kan. Ya enggak ngaruh gitu. Karena apa? Karena kita fokusnya ke C dulu nih. Kan C yang lagi mau di-subtract. Ya kan? C kan yang mau diambil kan gitu kan. Yang C gini loh. C dikurang A intinya adalah semua elemen yang ada di C dikurangin ya kan, diambil elemen-elemen yang sama dari si A dan C. Itu doang. Jadi kalau ada yang nggak sama misalnya kayak 3 ini udah nggak ngaruh gitu. Gitu ya. Jadi 3-nya ya udah nggak usah digubris gitu. Karena yang diambil hanya yang sama saja gitu. Ya, oke. Cynthia, very good question. Oke. Okay, I'm gonna give you one final question for today. One final question for today. Okay, that will be A minus C. Yes, this is actually gonna be different. A minus C. This is question E. A minus C. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. Here we go. Okay, silakan ditulis di chat box. A minus C. Ingat, the first thing that you need to, the concept is you rewrite all of the element in set A except the elements that are the same with C. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is to find the same element from A and C. Okay, and then you highlight that, and then you rewrite element all of the element of A, but without the element that are the same with C. Oke, okay? Yes, oke. Okay. Aurel udah bagus. Betul. Darren, yes, betul sekali. Yes, betul. Cynthia betul, yes. Darren betul, Aurel betul, Kiara betul. Brian masih kurang. Brian, lihat dulu. Nah, untuk Brian ya. Brian lihat dulu nih. Ini kan kita ngomong A dikurang C ya. Lihat dulu. Dari A sama C ada yang sama enggak? Ya kan, lihat dulu elemen yang sama mana gitu kan. Oh, ada yang sama tuh. Nah, yang sama itu jangan ditulis lagi. Gitu. Hampir benar Brian. Hampir benar. Itu yang samanya. Brian. Nah, iya itu Brian yang terakhir betul ya. Ya, betul. Oke, Kenny kok itu ya. Kenny ya itu mah C minus A. Kenny, bukan A minus C. Iya, nanti saya jelasin lagi ya. Oke, Halim betul, Aira betul. Kenny coba diulang. It's different C minus A with A minus C ya. Kalau C minus A, kamu tulis ulang set C-nya, tapi dikurangin dari yang sama. Tapi kalau A minus C, yang kamu tulis adalah set A-nya, tapi dikurangin sama yang C gitu. Oke, Kenny yes betul sekali. Yes. Tristan nanti jangan keluar dulu ya, nanti saya bantu untuk memahami ini ya. Oke. Oke, ya betul ya. Oke, most of you guys, I think understand this, but for those of you who haven't, it's okay guys. Abis ini kalau kalian mau gabung sama Tristan, boleh ya. Saya kasih tambahan sedikit lah sama Tristan. Ya, oke, ngerti ya? Iyalah, gampang lah. Oke, this is going to be 3 ya. Hasilnya adalah 3. Kenapa 3? Oke, I'm gonna re-explain to you guys again ya. Nih, saya ulang sekali lagi. Tolong perhatikan baik-baik yang masih belum paham ya. Okay, the first thing that we need to do, wait, kita ulang ya. Kok susah ini? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this is A minus C, ya. Berarti yang kita harus fokus hanya A sama C aja. Ini sama ini aja. Itu yang pertama, ya. That's the first thing that you need to understand. Okay, the next one, the next step is to find the same element from A and C. Oke, saya mau ke Tristan. Tristan, dari set A sama set C, mana yang sama?
0.
Hah?
0.
Kok 0? Emang di A ada 0 nggak?
Sorry Pak. itu B. Oh, sorry. Oh, salah
Yang mana
lihat.
yang sama?
Yang A itu yang mana Pak?
Ini A. Kamu layarnya mungkin ngeblur kali
Aku
nggak
lihatnya
kelihatan.
yang merah Pak. Maaf Pak.
Ini, tuh saya highlight tuh. Oke.
Yang sama 3 Pak.
Yang sama 3.
Angka 3.
Angka 3 yang sama, yakin? Oke. Apakah 3? Ini kamu bilang 3 ya? 3 ada di A ya? Pertanyaannya, 3 ada di C nggak?
Ada. Minus
Mana?
3.
Minus 3 sama 3 sama nggak?
Enggak. Oh,
Enggak.
berarti 2 Pak.
Beda dong.
Berarti 2 Pak.
Oh ya, 2. Ingat ya, 3 sama minus 3 itu beda. Oke, pertanyaan gini. Kamu punya duit 3.000 sama kamu ngutang 3.000 sama apa beda?
Beda.
Ya beda. Jadi jangan samain positif sama negatif ya, oke? Oke. Saya ulang, Tristan. Apa aja yang sama?
2.
2, oke. 2. Ini 2 ada, ini juga 2 ada. Ada lagi nggak yang lain? 1, yes. Ada lagi nggak?
Enggak.
Nggak ada, udah selesai ya. Oke, sip. Nah, lihat sekarang di sini. Ini kan A dikurang C ya. Berarti kamu tulis ulang ya, tulis ulang himpunan A. A nih yang di depan ya. Tapi nggak usah ditulis yang tadi sama tuh. Yang tadi sama kan 1 dan 2 ya. Ya kan? Berarti ini nggak usah ditulis. Berarti sisanya tinggal apa aja?
Hah? Gimana?
Saya ulang. Oke, fokus ya dengerinnya ya. Oke. Saya ulang. Kalau pertanyaannya A dikurang C, ya, berarti kamu tinggal tulis ulang ya. Tulis ulang himpunan A. Tulis ulang himpunan A. Oke, himpunan A kan ini ya. Ya kan? Tristan, halo.
Berarti 1, 2, 3 itu, Pak.
Iya, 1, 2, 3. Tapi kan tadi yang sama yang mana?
1 sama 2.
1 sama 2. Iya, 1 sama 2 berarti nggak usah ditulis lagi. Berarti tinggal apa sisanya?
3.
Nah, itu dia jawabannya.
Oh.
Gitu. Karena kan tinggal 3 doang, masih dia doang nih.
Coba exercise 1 deh, Pak. 1 soal.
Nah, oke, 1 soal. Ntar dulu ya, ntar dulu. Nanti kamu jangan keluar dulu dari Zoom ya, oke? Teman-teman kamu soalnya udah pada ngerti semua. Hampir semuanya, nggak apa-apa. Ya, nanti kita sesi sendiri aja, oke? Habis ini ya. Jangan keluar dulu, oke? Oke guys, any question guys before I end the class? Tapi nanti untuk Gerard, ya, nanti khusus sama saya. Paham ya? Oke? Ya, kalau paham ya udah bagus berarti, oke? So maybe for the last one for you guys. So today is iya kelebihan lagi hasil lebih 1 jam ya. Ya pokoknya intinya kita tinggal 1 sesi ya guys on Friday. So make sure that you come at Friday and please guys please check your Edmodo again because some of you haven't submitted a couple of tasks. So please check it out and please submit it before the semester test begin. Okay. Okay. If you don't have any question. Thank you very much for attending the class. I'll be seeing you again on Friday. And ya udah, dadah bye-bye. Kecuali Gerardus. Atau yang lain yang mau ikutan juga boleh ya. Oke, Gerardus. Nah, ini dia. Tristan.
Ya, Pak.
Ya, kita ulang ya.
Bentar, Pak.
Ya, perhatikan baik-baik ya. Tolong kameranya nggak usah pakai efek. Ya.
Dampain aja, Pak.
Saya jadi nggak bisa tahu nih kamu beneran merhatiin apa enggak gitu.
Kalau aku ada di layar, Pak, kalau ada di kamera pasti dia ada efeknya. Tapi kalau aku hilang,
I know, but I want to see your real face, not the animated face. Ya.
tapi efeknya lebih gemuk ya, Pak.
Ya, ya udah. Ya, oke.
Baik Pak, thank you Pak.
Okay, thank you. Dan yes. Okay. So I'm gonna re-explain to you again ya.
Baik Pak, thank you Pak.
Oke. Oke, ini dia. Saya share screen lagi. Oke. Okay, so example, I have set A and set B ya. I have set A. Aduh, gambarnya begini. Set A equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Set B misalnya -2, -1, 0, 1. Oke. A minus B. Sama dengan apa? Oke, langkah pertama tadi gimana?
1 ada sama.
Oke, 1
0 ada sama. Berarti hasilnya 3 dan 4. Apa 2, 3, 4.
Nah, itu ngerti. Ya kan yang kita tulis adalah 2, 3 dan 4 karena yang di subtract adalah si A ya kan berarti kan oh ya udah langsung aja 2, 3.
Kalau dibalik berarti -2, -1 Pak.
Ya itu ngerti. Nah, itu dia. Betul sekali kalau ini B minus A berarti ini gimana?
-2, -1.
-1. Ini udah gitu, udah selesai. Mantap.
Oh.
Gampang kan?
Lumayan sih.
Iya lumayan, memang gampang karena tidak sulit. Ya, ya udah gitu aja. Ya, oke Tristan.
Oke.
Kalau
Bye,
dikerjakan
Pak.
ya itunya Edmodonya dikerjain banyak masih yang kosong tuh ya. Oke?
Iya Pak.
Ya udah, oke sampai
Bye,
jumpa.
Pak. Thank you, Pak.
Dadah. You're welcome.